congratulations on the film. How did you get involved?
Jay has been a big Alexisonfire fan for a long time. And then when I was in Montreal a few years ago, we went to a Habs game together and kind of just became friends. And as he was putting this film together, I did one song and then I did another song and then I sat down and watched the whole thing. And when all said and done, I think I probably did about 30 to 40 minutes of music for the whole thing, and it just kind of kept growing as the project went on. And it's amazing to work with such a talented group of people, and to like be able to write some punk tunes for a hockey movie. It's like all my favorite things together.
So how did you develop the music? You said you did 30 or 40 minutes. Like what was your inspiration for all that music?
I just wanted it to be all things that sound like stuff you could turn up to 10 in an arena. So whether that be like big show-offy kind of like rock and roll stuff or really tense aggro dance music, whatever it needed to be.
Awesome. And who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup this year?
I don't know. I think you flip a coin at that point. I don't know. I think knowing that I grew up next to Buffalo. I grew up in St. Catharines, so I'm a Sabres fan, and it's been a tough couple of years for everybody. So it's definitely not going to be them, and it's I think that's when I stopped caring.
Dave, good to meet you.
Good to
Richard.
meet you.
Yeah.
Good to meet you. So you're back from the first movie.
I'm back from the first movie.
How did it feel getting back on the? You don't even put on the skates this time.
Well, I don't, but there was a few scenes in this one where I am on the ice at practice, but Gord has moved on. Yeah.
So what was it
Still
like
in the game, but he's moved on.
What was it like getting back together with the cast and crew? Because almost everyone's back.
It was like the best family reunion ever, because on the first one we had such an incredible time together. It was big loving, and so we got everyone back for the sequel. We had as much fun, if not more, and it felt fantastic. And then we had great new people coming into it: Callum Keith-Rennie, Elisha Cuthbert, and Wyatt Russell. Yeah.
And what was it like having Jay as the director this time around?
Jay's a wonderful director. He's generous, loves his actors, trusts his actors, and he runs a happy set. Crew, actors, everyone was just playing, having a lot of fun. Yeah.
So did you prefer not having to skate around as much this time, or?
No, I actually missed being on the ice with my team. I took a lot of pride in being the captain of the Highlanders, and it was great being behind the bench. But yeah, I miss being out there on the ice.
I still think you're the captain.
What's that?
I still think you're the captain.
Thank you, thank you.
And who do you think's going to win the Stanley Cup this year?
I think Pittsburgh's got a chance to repeat. Yeah, that's my opinion. I'm a Leaf fan, through and through, but I think Pittsburgh's got a good chance to repeat. Yeah.
Works for me, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the
Cheers.
film. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Congratulations on the film.
Thanks.
What was it like coming back?
I'm just trying to dance in this light over here, man.
A little distracting.
It's pretty good, actually. It's been pretty fun trying to just re-immerse yourself with the in the world of it all. But I mean, Jay makes the set, and the guys make the set so much fun. So it was like stepping into old shoes. But actually, truthfully, I'm taking over from Ricky Maybe. So in the original show, one of Jay's good friends, Ricky Maybe, plays the character that I play, John Stevenson. And so I met Jay a few years ago, and Jay was like, Ricky unfortunately can't be part of this new number 2. Trent, you're perfect for it. Why don't you come in and reprise this role? And I was like, oh man, that's kind of big shoes to fill, because I know Ricky myself, and I was like, really? Is that sure? You something that I want to do? And he actually was like really hospitable, welcomed me into the group, and so it's been. I just feel blessed to be part of this whole family, because the Goon family, the Highlanders, it's real special. It's real special.
So what was it like being on the ice? Like, how long were you guys shooting every day?
So we shot. I think we shot about 4 weeks up in Barrie. We were on the ice pretty much morning. Got on the ice at 8 o'clock. Finished around 6. we'd shoot, have lunch, but during lunch we'd go in, chow down for about 15 minutes, and then because there's so many like special skills players, so many like ex-NHLers and people just involved, we'd have like these shinny matches, these epic shinny matches that would just go on. Like we'd come off, we'd be just drenched in sweat, and then hair and makeup would be like, we have to like, you guys have to like go shower because we can't do anything now with this. We got to go reshoot this, and so it was pretty fun to hockey during that time, but to up and bury.
And how was Jay as a director?
Amazing. I mean, Jay's so technical. Like what makes Jay such an amazing director is that not only is he an amazing actor, but he's so technical behind the camera. So he's able to see what he needs, ask what he needs from the actors, gets the technical team to be on, and they just shoot it, and it's picture perfect. It's bing bang. He doesn't waste anybody's time, which is good because then you're able to play on set. He can get what he needs right away, and then he's like, okay, let's play. What else do we got? Let's improvise. Let's have some fun out there and see what else you guys come up with. I already got what I need. What do you guys want to do? So,
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it was really great.
And who do you think's going to win the Stanley Cup this year?
Whoa, man, I'm a Habs fan. So I know. So I'm going to say the Habs, but the way they're playing these days, who knows? I don't know. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up.
That's fair. Well, congratulations on the movie.
Thanks very much. Hope
Have
you
a
guys
great night
enjoy.
tonight. Yes, for sure.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you. So you look stunning. First off, congratulations on the film.
Thanks.
What was it like to join this cast and crew?
Oh, too much fun. The whole group was so easy to be around and work with, and they have such a camaraderie, and just to kind of step in was super easy, and the character was so fun, so it was great.
And what was it like reuniting with Jay?
Surreal, we started working together when we were so young, and to come full circle and have him directing, and I mean, there were pinch me moments, I never thought in my wildest dreams that we would still be doing this, let alone him directing and me starring, in the film with him. I mean, it is so amazing. It was really cool.
And how did you prepare for the film?
I drank a lot.
Is it all real or is it fake?
No, it was acting, but I definitely thought, this is so great. I can go into this not worrying about sounding Canadian in any way, and I can just have a good time with it, and it'll be great. So it was awesome.
Awesome. And who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup this year?
Oh, geez, I hope my husband and his team. I hope the Senators go all the way.
So congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
How much fun did you have shooting your scenes?
Well, I shot in one day, and it was a blast because I had TJ Miller next to me, who I'm a big fan of. I play a character called James Duthie, who's a sportscaster. So it was a big reach for me, acting-wise. Had to really go out of my realm to play myself, but it was a lot of fun.
And was it hard to keep a straight face with him sitting beside you?
Yes, 100%, because he was saying, I'm anxious to see what's in the movie, because he said the rudest, most outrageous stuff I'd ever heard. Except Bob McKenzie says some stuff like that once in a while. But no, so that was the hardest part, and I cracked up several times, so I don't know if I did my part very well.
I thought you did great in the movie. I couldn't believe that you actually were just stone-faced, just trying not to laugh so much.
I do that Trade Center show, which is 10 hours, and it makes me want to cry every time, so that's good practice for this, of being stone-faced and being dead serious. But it was a lot of fun.
How did you get involved in the movie?
It's funny. Jay, I saw Jay on a red carpet for something else. I think maybe when Goon was out, and I think he was getting an award for it. It was one of those award shows. And I think I jokingly said to him, hey, you should write my panel into your next movie. And I saw him about a year later, and he goes, hey, I wrote you into the next movie. And I had just been joking. I was just being an ass. So the fact that he did that was pretty cool. And I guess it gives him, it's a plot vehicle too, right? When you have we can advance the plot with a line here or there, and so I don't know, it worked out. I was a huge fan of Goon, though, so it was really cool to be in it.
Amazing. And
yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup this year?
Man, that is tough. If I had to pick now, I'd say Washington or Pittsburgh, whoever comes out of the East, but they have to play each other probably in the second round, so if I was to give you four answers, I'd say Chicago, Minnesota, Washington, Pittsburgh, one of those four teams, but if I have to pick, I'll go Wash, I guess.
Sounds good to me.
Okay,
Congratulations.
Really nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you.
What was it like going from real life hockey player to pretend life hockey player?
Fun. You got to use some of the skills that I was able to, bring over to the movie. But it was fun. It was a good time, and I'm really happy that I got to do it.
Did you get to teach any of the guys some of your skills?
No, they were taught. It's Adrian Lamonaco, who is he teaches a lot of NHLers. He works out with very, very high level hockey players. He was the one who sort of ran the hockey program. So I was still learning how to be a player because I was a goalie. So I was actually partaking in the practices, and it was really fun to be able to learn a new hockey skill that wasn't goaltending. Really fun.
So this is a movie about people who they dream big and they're heroes to these little kids. Who were your hockey heroes growing up?
Martin Brodeur was one of my hockey heroes. Kelly Rudy. I loved Sergei Fedorov and Pavel Bure. Wayne Gretzky, obviously, when I was living in LA, was a king. I mean, I could go on and on forever. But Scott Stevens, I used to love watching Scott Stevens. But yeah, my number one major hockey hero would be a tie between Brodeur and Rudy, Kelly Rudy.
Your character has a lot of issues with his dad. You, on the other hand, have a great relationship. What would you teach your character about getting along a little better with his dad?
I would teach my dad how not to partake with what he was doing with his son. Do something different. Show love a different way. That's what I would do. I would speak more to him than me.
Who's taking home the cup this year?
It's the Kings, just because I don't even know if they're in the playoffs right now. I have to say that the Los Angeles Kings are going to take home the Stanley Cup.
What's it like being back on Goon?
So much fun. I mean, there's nothing I can ask more than to. I would shoot Goon every year. It's that much fun, for real. I'm surrounded by my friends. I'm playing hockey. I'm getting coached into being a better hockey player, and I'm getting paid. What's more to ask? I don't know.
You filmed locally here in Barrie, so not too far from here. Do you think making films in Canada is really different from American filmmaking?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was a question of shooting Goon anywhere else than in Canada. It has to be. I mean, it's a Canadian movie. It's the first time we shot it in Winnipeg during winter at night. It was really, really tough and weird. Waking up, watching a hockey game because it's 7:30 at night, and you got to be on set at like 11 p.m. And this time we were a bit luckier, shooting during summer in Barrie. It was fun. We had great hockey players with us too. A bunch of young guys from the OHL, and they did an amazing job. So yeah, I mean, it had to be here because it's fundamentally a Canadian movie.
So your character kept having the sea taken away from him. Like, you can see him getting ready to accept it, and no. Were you ready to rumble to get that captaincy? Do you think you could take him in real life to earn that captaincy for the Goon film team?
For the Goon film team, no. Actually, for Jay's birthday, I gave him a Goon jersey with a C on it because he's the real captain of the ship, and if not, you know what? I mean, Sean is a great captain. Sean is a team player, and I've never seen a guy so humble, so nice to everyone, so available, and he wants to bring everyone with him. We're gonna have like a marketing idea, and just be like, okay, let's bring the whole team then. He's a real team player, and that's special.
And who's gonna win the cup this year?
Yeah. I'm so bad at this. I hope the Habs. Not sure, but that would be amazing.
Hi, I saw the movie. It's fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much.
What made you decide to make Goon 2 your first feature directorial debut?
When Michael Dowse, our director from the first Goon, when circumstances dictated that he couldn't return, it was our star, Sean William Scott, and Marc-Andre Grandin, and one of our producers who asked if I would think about doing it, and it was a very, very quick yes, because this movie's been in my head and my heart for a long time.
You filmed in Barrie, right around the corner from here. How is it different filming here in Canada than in the States?
Oh, well, I'm home, and everything from the stupid stuff like I get the food I like to people know the references I'm making, the turns of phrase. No, I think most artists want to create in the place that they're from, and I'm no different.
Who were your hockey heroes? This movie is about kids who are heroes. So who were your hockey heroes growing up?
Chris Nyland, John Cordick, Patrick Waugh, I would say, and then in later years, Sid the Kid. Right now, it's still Sid, Carey Price, and PK Subban.
And who's taking home the cup this year?
Oh God, yeah, obviously I'm going to say Montreal.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, no shit. Thank you.